Joining us now direct from Biddeford, Maine is Mr. David Cunic. He is the CEO of UCS Advisors Incorporated. David, welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me, Don. Appreciate it.
Now, I've noticed in this environment that we're finding ourselves in, it's getting more difficult for small public companies to raise money, correct?
It is. It has been difficult. It's been even more difficult for these small publicly traded companies that just haven't been prepared and and are lacking proper communication. So that's really been made much more difficult. Well, one of the biggest things they can do is, one, stop acting like a 25-year-old kid who only calls your parents when you need money. And we tell our clients this in these small publicly traded companies that, one, every one of your lenders you have, you should be talking to them at least once a month. Let them know what's going on with the company. Let them know where the company's going in the future. Secondly, you should know who your largest shareholders are, because you can reach out to your largest shareholders and talk to them on a monthly basis, keep them informed. But also, what's interesting, some of your larger shareholders might also reinvest directly into the company. You can maybe also offer them potentially maybe some preferred stock, which is what we're seeing. And a third way to communicate is talk to your customers, because we have other publicly traded companies that sell products or services, and what they're doing is they're going back to their current customers and they're actually selling services or products for the future. And they're saying, great, we'll give you some of these products at a discounted price if you place your order now. And that's also helping with their cash flow needs. And then the last way to really communicate, I can't stress this enough, is that if you're not doing it already, make sure you're putting out your press release at least a couple every month. If you're a publicly traded company and you're not talking to your shareholders and you're not talking to your public at least twice a month, that's act like a 25-year-old kid who just is only going to talk to people when they need money. People are investing in you. They're investing in your company. And you need to communicate that to the public and let them know what's going on with you.
So you're absolutely right. It's all about communication, letting people know what's going on with the company, showing the company remains a going concern.
You're absolutely right. And what's really interesting is that some of our clients that are publicly traded, we've really encouraged them to continue to talk to their shareholders during this time. And what's really interesting is that we actually had one company, I won't say which one, that had a few convertible note lenders, and they were talking to them every 2 weeks how their company was pivoting, adapting during COVID-19. And the result is that 2 of them actually got additional funding from some of their current lenders because they talked to them every 2 weeks about what the company was doing and how they were adapting and overcoming this COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, it makes perfect sense, because the debt holder has a fiduciary interest in the outcome of the company and going forward.
Exactly. And what happens during times like this is that either people curl up into a ball or they're proactive. And this is when you need to be proactive. And if you're trying to raise capital during this time, this is where you have to be proactive every single week. And part of your monthly goals is going to be, how can you be proactive to inform all the key decision makers and everyone interested in your company to the point actually might lead to a potential investment for you.
Well, David, you work with a lot of public companies. You're very experienced. If people want to pick your brain, how do they get in touch with you?
Best way to get a hold of us is they can visit our website, ucsadvisor.com, or they can call our office line at 201-252-7170.
UCSadvisor.com is the website. UCS Advisors is the name of the company. David, always a pleasure having you on the program.
Thanks for having me, Don. It's a pleasure being up here in Maine right now.